So continuation of your AR setup. Continuation of our AR setup. Before lunch, I completed. If you are using Rapid, so review receivable system option, prerequisite for customer profile class, payment term, collector, statement cycle, auto cash rule set, N number, we define 4. All are we incorporated at the time of defining our customer profile class. Advantage, while you are doing a modification, those profile utilized for which customer, whether it has to be updated, all profile, uncustomized profile, or new profile. Likewise, new customer. Likewise, overriding can be done with the help of our customer profile. And then I explain how to create our transaction type, transaction source, and then print to remit to address. Before that, customer creations also completed. So far, I have given 3 places account code. Sales rep, I'm not utilizing it for our class. So that's why I just completed in the bill to side with respect to our references account. Second, transaction type window. Third, I just completed under memo line. Instead of item, I utilize some kind of different code combination under memo line. Reason I'm going to explain now. Very important why I've given a reference code. It is decided by your auto accounting. Many people are thinking auto accounting it's going to. So when we are doing a create accounting in our AR module under transaction window, it's coming from auto accounting. It's definitely not. Auto accounting, it will allow us to default the code in the distribution window, even in AR. What we are overriding in the distribution, that will be treated as highest at the time of doing our create accounting. For defaulting, we can use auto accounting either so totally 11 account codes out of 4 related to bills receivable. 7, how the account will be defaulted either by constant or by source table. So when you are using a Rapid, what is the advantage? Before that, what is auto accounting? I'm going to explain and then we will move on. So let me navigate to our AR. Manshi, can you check it out whether you received a official mail related to today's document?
Yes, Bhaskaran, I received.
Better, I will send it by mail. Thanks.
Thank
for
you.
updating. Auto accounting. Even Raja, you can answer this question. Himanshi, you can answer this question. Why your trainer is given different account codes in the different windows such as transaction type, customer bill site, standard line, it's nothing but item or memo line. Listen. So in the particular auto accounting window, there is a 2 column. One is constant, another one is source table. Constant is the highest. In the absence of constant, if you can't give both, either a constant or a source table only we can give. Now listen carefully. If I'm going to set it for a revenue account, company 01, department 310, account 4110, intercompany 00 as a constant. So now Himanshi madam, you can try this transaction type, this memo line for this particular customer. What is the company code? What is the department code? What is the account code? Pavani, Himanshi, can you try?
Can you repeat the question, Bhaskaran, please?
Ajay, there is a tick mark, right? I am using this transaction type. This is the code combination is given in the transaction type window. Okay, related to revenue.
Right.
For this customer, I have given this is the code combination. For this item or memo line, this is the code combination I have given.
Hmm.
This is the auto accounting. I set it for revenue. Clear?
Hmm. Hmm.
Now tell me what is my company code, what is my department code when I'm going to use
Hmm.
this
Got it.
transaction type, this customer, this particular item or
Hmm.
memo line.
It should be according to the AR flow that you mentioned earlier.
What is the flow?
So the first will be the one that we mentioned in the profile options.
Profile options.
No,
Transaction level.
transaction
Mm-hmm.
level.
Mm-hmm.
Then
No, Raja, very
customer.
simple. Sai
Hmm.
or Imanshi, very simple.
Hmm.
From
See,
auto
I
account.
want tell me what is the code combination for company department account if I use this transaction type, this customer and this item. Tell me, or this memo line.
Item wala, it should pick
Raja, no, Raja, very simple part.
It
Tell
comes
me
from
the
auto
code combination.
accounting.
What is the company code?
01.
Are you sure?
Yes,
01. Okay, next.
313.
375. 75.
375. Oh, okay. Nice. Next.
4130.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Okay. Sai.
and 00. I think so.
Sai.
I don't know, but
4110.
thinking like
Raja. This is a discussion or a training, right? If you give a right or wrong, no worries.
I'm
Anyway, I'm going
thinking
to give a clarity to the subject. Clear?
whether it is correct or not, but I think like it comes from auto accounting rule.
Correct.
If
In
they
the
raise
auto
the
accounting, what is the rule has been defined? It is explained by your trainer at the moment. Raja, tell me. At the moment, what is the rule has been defined? It is constant. System will ignore this. It won't go to source table at all. Why? Constant is highest. Instead of which segment where you are going to specify, if you are not specified, even though if you are providing an account code in the relevant window, system will simply ignore. The answer is 013104111000 is the right answer. Clear? Ivanshi.
Can you repeat once,
I'll
please?
repeat, Raja. When that auto accounting, you say take it from the relevant source, such as transaction type, customer site, standard line means it will pick it from there. But unfortunately, your trainer is not mention any source. He said constant. Constant means as it is, irrespective of any transaction type, any customer, any item, or any memo line. System won't take it from here. It will take it from constant as a default. Clear? Clear? Himanshi, are you okay? Sai, are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, wait. If I do this, what is the disadvantage? Desktop also 4110. Server also 4110. Laptop also 4110. Television also same account code. Refrigerator also same natural account code. This is the purpose we come to our Oracle application. We want like a different kind of an account code. Correct? So now I'm going to ask you the next question. Raja, don't panic. You tell me one by one. Once you understood, right? One time we will do setups in real time. Got it? So instead of constant, I select transaction type. Comfortable, Raja? That means, Himanshi, company, you took it from transaction type, remaining 3 constant. Understood now? Sai?
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Now the same question I will ask. You try to answer. This particular transaction type, this particular, Raja, customer, this particular item, tell me what is the company code, what is the department code, what is the account code. Over to you. Try again. Sai?
It is 01 now.
Company code, what is the code?
01.
Are you sure?
It's 01 in every space.
No, Raja. What I selected that source table here, ma.
Transaction type.
In the transaction type, what is the company code?
02.
Manshi.
Okay.
Remaining segment, it will
Constant.
ignore. Why? Because it's constant. Correct?
Yeah.
Imanshi, one more time. Don't worry. I'm just giving a clarity. Huh? Why, Bhaskaran, you are asking the question only to me? Huh? No worries. Now, all are transaction type now. Clear? All the three segments, it will fetch it from where? Transaction type. Now, this particular transaction type, this particular item, this particular customer, tell me what is the company code? Himanshi.
3754-110.
Company code.
No, sorry, 02 company code.
So that means all the three, it will take it from here. It will ignore these two table. Clear? Marvelous. Some more confusion. Wait. Now if I select site, I select standard line. Standard line means one more clarity. What is that? Either a memo line or an item. Raja, comfortable? Super.
Okay.
So now same question. This particular transaction type, this particular item, this particular customer. What is the company code?
02.
Department.
Department site 375.
Very good. Account.
4130.
You understood the concept. That's all. Clear? So it took company code here, department code here, and then natural account code here. So likewise, you decide all are constant, all are transaction type, all are customer side, all are standard line, or like a flexible based on the client. What we are going to set it here, it will be defaulted to our transaction distribution window. Distribution window, you can accept or override. That is the highest at the time of doing our create accounting. Clear?
Yes.
Pratyusha, understood ma?
Yes, I ask.
Vidhi, Imanshi, Sai, any questions ma?
No, Bhaskaran. Clear.
See, actually, in real time, the best practice one time setup. You should not go there and setting and all. Volume more than 51%, we have to set it like this. Got it? So
And-
that's the reason. That's the reason your trainer, he created references account code for bill to site for our Oracle customer. And then transaction type, he set it for like, all the transaction type in the references account. Similarly for our memo line also. Clear? So what is the advantage? Why Oracle given this feature? Anyone? If I use constant, if I have more than one company code, we can't enjoy here. Intercompany transaction will come. Then you can create different company code for transaction type. Invoice 01, invoice 02, invoice 03. Likewise, if you create the respective company code, it will pick. This is the flexible. You have 1,000 item. 1,000 item, you want only one natural account code, or which is the natural account code has to come either from item or memo line. You can pick it from here. Likewise, the cost center or anything. I'm just explaining with the help of cost center. Likewise, any segment where it has to come has been decided with the help of your source table and constant with respect to around 11 account code out of 7 mandatory for our transactions. Clear?
Yeah.
Super. Elmer, Charmaine, all are
Okay.
comfortable?
Yes.
Super, Raja. Very nice. So now, if you are using Rapid, Raja, try to understand. If you are using Rapid, manage auto accounting. Manage auto accounting. Choose your business unit and then search. It will come automatically as a constant. Raja, as a constant. If not, if you are using like an individual task, you have to create your own. You have to create your own. You have to create your own. Clear? So now I will place the cursor for receivable. No problem. Revenue. I want to explain this topic. So that's the reason I want to remove the account code. Then only constant if I removed, then only the table will come. I select standard line. Company code, I don't want to change because I told you I'm using only 01. If it is more than one company code, let it take it from transaction type. Otherwise, so let me select straight away constant and then account code. I told you I want to take it from standard line. Department, I want to use it for site at the moment. Company code, if you want to change, then you can select transaction type here. No problem. So now this 3 segment, it will pick it from the table. Constant, irrespective of any, it will take it as this is the default at the moment. So remaining and all, I don't want to change anything. And then for a freight, if you want, I can give 400 as a department code. Remaining, I don't want to change. Let me save and close. So this is how I just completed my auto counting. Next, I will move on to approval limit. Before that, so we will move on to receivable activity. Receivable activity. First of all, what is receivable activity? Receivable activity, I told you just now, what are all the entries we are creating in our AR module. 2 places we can do. Mostly one is in transaction window, another one is our receipt window. In the transaction window, that particular code combination, it will come through the auto accounting. Through the auto accounting, it will comes to our distribution window. So what is the entry? Receivable account data to, you can say receivable account data to revenue, tax, freight, charges, etc. For it is invoice, what will be the entry? For debit memo, what will be the entry? Credit memo, what will be the entry? Likewise, we are going to set it for the transactions. For receipt window. So it will come through the bank account with the help of receipt classes and method. I will repeat, through the receipt classes and method, all the entries will come, such as confirmed cash, and then like a remitted cash, and then you can say cleared cash or a cash, unidentified, unapplied, on account, and then we can say earned discount, unearned discount, etc. But confirmed to other than unearned and earned, these are all, it will come from our receipt classes and method. It can be enterable. Other than your receipt classes and method, such as bad debts, interest, earned discount, unearned discount, receipt write-off, miscellaneous income. So other than transaction, other than receipt classes and method, directly what we are capturing, remaining we have to create through receivable activity. Even the TDS has been deducted by the customer. If you want to record it as an asset, then you have to create those many. So many like a refund or reverse adjustment, chargeback, etc. So many things we can create through our receivable activity. In EBS, while we are creating a receivable activity, we should go and get a one tax setups. Party tax profile has to be created. Then only it will allow us to create our receivable activity. There is no such kind of setups to be done for our Fusion AR receivable activity. So how we are going to do, what all the code I'm going to create, I can show you. So everybody listen, which is already your trainer is given here. So these are all the code mandatory, but the best practice when you are doing like a receivable activity, especially for training or vision instances or demo central instances, you have to follow some steps. Everybody please make a note of it. So manage receivable activities. Manage receivable activities. Manage receivable activities. Best practice, don't create straight away. Select your business unit as it is, you have to type, I told you, and then you have to search first. And then you have to search first. Then what will happen? You have some of that information, it is inherited from the seeded, but accounting GL activity account code won't be there. That alone you have to type. So that I will type it for our class. Raja, I have not created many accounts. So that's why what are all same account code I am going to capture for many places. What is the purpose has been used in the relevant topic, I will come back and I will explain. Earned discount, it is already there, I don't want to disturb. And then unearned discount, it is already there, I don't want to explain. And then APAR netting 1 to 2, 3. And then save. Now I will move on to our Excel. What is missing out? What is missing? Earned discount, done. Unearned discount, done. Now I will move on to refund. Now I will move on to refund. Click on plus. Select my business unit from the list of value. Select my business unit from the list of value. Normally we will use any of the prefix in real time. For my class, I'm using prefix as refund. While you are typing a refund, system never consider. So it will goes to the relevant activity or a window or a form. So activity type, it is going to decide where it is exactly go. So let me select the refund as a type. Then only it will work for the relevant window. So 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and then create another. Second, I will move on to our adjustment. So you can say bad debts adjustment. Interest also, some people are creating an adjustment, doesn't matter. So bad debts adjustment. So 0, 1, and then 310 or 400, 7830 or 7730. If you don't have account number, search and pick it, because we can't memorize all the account code. Your trainer is using same chart of account for many training. That's why he is typing it. Create another. So Bhaskaran, you can say like, again, interest adjustment. 7810. 7810. And then create another. Bank charges, likewise, n number you can create. Now I will move on to bank error. I don't want. Bank error can be used for our cash management. So Bhaskaran, bank error. I can use some clearing account. Create another. Adjustment over. Bills receivable recovery, I don't want. Claim, I don't want. Credit card, I don't want. Earned discount over. Late charges. It is finance charges in our EBS. So I can use like late charges or late interest. Same 7810, but it's a different window. Create another. So miscellaneous cash. Miscellaneous cash. Miscellaneous receipts or miscellaneous cash. When you are getting a tax code, you can associate here. Otherwise, change the activity to none. It will be vanish from here. So 4150. Create another. Next one, I'm going to select receipt write-off. Excess amount which is not claimed by customer, we are going to convert it as an income. So receipt write-off. Receipt write-off. 4150 for my class. Create another. Refund over short-term debt. That is the last one for our class. Well, you are using like a factoring kind of a bills receivable or like, receipts. Then it is risk elimination. So short-term debt, very, very important. So during the relevant topic, we will come back here. And then save and close. Let me check my Excel. Over, and then 2935 or 1223. This is over, this is over. I think we are completed all. Next, I will move on to the topic called approval limits. What is our approval limits? Approval limits, Oracle, they have given for 3 activity. Number 1, for credit memo and refund. Number 2, adjustment. Number 3, receipt write-off. So if the approval limit which is not specified, I raise the invoice to my friend through my X company. Amount is 10,000. Now there is no approval limit process are there in Oracle. What will happen? I raise the invoice. I'll simply say entire 10,000 is a bad debts. That is called adjustment. It's a loss for the company. Even especially in South India, Tamil Nadu and all, purchasing of jewelry, ornaments. So what will happen? That wastage, it is going to play the major role to get more paisa from the customer. They will say 18%, we have to bargain 15, 12, etc., etc. So initially that guy says, sir, I have a power only 2%, sir. If you go to another manager, he says 3 possible. So that is called approval limit. Approval limit, it is purely to prevent what is the quantum can be reduced as a small amount or a bad debts. For that we can use, otherwise it is huge amount loss for the respective company in real time. But one disadvantage in our Fusion application, what is that? While I'm going to define an approval limit, my own limit I can't set. So my own limit I can't set. I can show. So let me select my A00. Immediately, own approval limits not allowed. So what my student can do, right? Everybody log in with A01.emp. Do it for others. A01 person, that is called Imanshi. She logged in with A02.emp and she can define for A01. Raja, clear? Clear? Otherwise, own approval limits not possible. But how I can define? Okay, same concept for Bhaskaran. So let me copy this URL. Navigate to another browser. Navigate to another browser. So A01.emp, W capital, welcome 123, and then sign in. Nilmer, Eliza, all are comfortable, right?
Yes, Bhaskaran.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you very much. So Manila people, open to raise your hand at any point of time when you have a doubt. Clear? No partiality.
Yes.
Clear.
Setup and maintenance. Setup and maintenance. And then manage approval limits. Manage approval limits. Now I connected with the A01. Now I can do it for A00 allowed. Related to adjustment. So here lot of confusion of my students. Sir, whether I can put it here or put it here. Positive sign or negative sign, sir. Very simple. See, when we are raising a transaction, it is receivable account. It is positive. While we are getting a receipt, it's a negative 9,800. Now what has happened? Positive 200 still pending. How to knock off? Minus 200 is there. Then only you will get a 0. So you can put like this. Raja, comfortable? Likewise, adjustment should be in negative. Receipt write-off and refund should be in positive. Comfortable? Comfortable, everyone? So what is refund or receipt write-off, Bhaskaran? Again, same example. So receivable account 10,000. We received extra from receipt minus 10,100. Extra 100 is an unapplied. That unapplied, you want to knock off, you should have a positive 100. Then only it becomes 0. That positive, either it should be a receipt write-off or as a refund. Likewise, you have to set your approval limits. So currency wise, user with currency wise, document type wise, we can very well play. I can give 500 max for our class. So next I can select. So refund is for our class max 1,000. Some company refund is not allowed. Only replacement allowed. Likewise, we can play. So receipt write-off. So I can say for 3,000 for our class. Raja, comfortable? Comfortable, everyone? Please make a note of it. 7 close. Hereafter, I don't want this user. Let me close. Now
Why user himself cannot make these approval limits?
Assuming I am an accounts manager. Okay. You are an accounts executive. Your conveyance, I can approve. Correct?
Yeah.
Your medical expenses, I can approve. My expenditure, how can I approve myself? Somebody has to approve, na? Otherwise, I can set it huge, na? Himanshi. That is why Oracle they have given. But there is loophole also there. Clear?
Because anyone can make this.
True. But what is the real-time scenario, right? Even my expenditure voucher has to be approved by someone. Correct, na? That is why Oracle they have given this functionality. But paste. Why? Because it can be modifiable at any point of time. Correct, na? But we have to follow the limitation of the package, correct? Right. Now, I can verify whether it is created for my user or not. In searching is allowed, but creation is not allowed. Raja, clear? Himanshi.
Yes.
Super. So the next step I'm going to explain, that is very, very powerful topic, that is called entering a receipt. We should have like a bank, branch, bank account. We completed yesterday. Then one more. In AP module, payable document, format, disbursement format, payment process profile, mandatory. In AR module, so we should have receipt classes and method. We should have receipt classes and method. What is receipt classes and method? We are just distinguish what type of receipt, how the accounting has to be taken care of in our Oracle application. That we are going to do it with the receipt classes and the method associating one or multiple bank account. One receipt class, one or multiple receipt method. Each receipt method, one or multiple bank account we can associate. So first of all, what is receipt class, Bhaskar? Raja, this is the last setup, and then we will open the period for. We will open the period for. This is for our class. Already we completed GLAP. AR we are going to do. Then we will move on to transaction. Only this much transaction I am going to cover today. Remaining I am going to cover. We'll try to complete AR on Monday. Tuesday, cash management and fixed asset partial. Wednesday, holiday. Thursday, partial fixed assets, or we'll try to complete fixed assets. Even I thought of I want to complete half a day fixed assets. Remaining 2.5 days for our GL class. We'll see. Huh? All right. We'll go as per. So what are all the bold color? These are all what I have not discussed with your company. These are all I thought of normally I will cover, which I want to give it to you. So which is not there, but still you people are experienced. You can very well easily understand. So that's why I have given. So now I will move on to receipt classes and method. First of all, what is receipt classes and method? So let me explain in the receipt window. In AP module, do you want cash or cash account at the time of issue, where we will do the setup? Where we will do the setup, whether we want cash or a cash clearing. Anyone? Yesterday only I completed AP payments. Whether it is a cash, as and when I issue, whether it has to come cash or cash account, cash clearing.
Payment options.
Super Raja. Bale. Only one setup. What is that? Issue or clearing. Issue and clearing. Correct. In AR module, more flexible. In AP module, as for India, what we will do, like even I started writing a manual register pros from so many years back. In 1992, 93, 94 and all, I started entering. They will give a bunch of purchase bill, sales bill, check counter file, deposit slip. I will create a register and then I will prepare a trial balance, P&L, balance sheet, etc. Straight away. Manual, no tally, no ERP, etc. That is the exact flavor of accounts. But now asset also debit, expenditure also debit. If you wrongly configured and if you debited, Govinda. This is why a lot of issues are coming. So listen carefully. When we are entering a receipt from our customer, receipt means paisa received from customer. So what are all the type of receipt we will receive from the customer? I received a check, Bhaskaran. The seal is missing. Company seal is missing. But I received the paisa. My company, their name is there to the payee. So what type of accounting entry treatment you want to give? I know the customer, but he is not provided bill-wise detail. So if you don't know the customer, it is unidentified. If you know the customer, bill is also there. If he is not, the customer, it's not provided bill-wise detail, then it is called unapplied. There is no bill at all. He has given, like, check in advance. You can use on account. He is given bill-wise detail, then only receivable will coming to the picture, not like a liability to cash or cash clearing. Here, when the receivable will come, when the customer is provide bill-wise detail, then only the receivable will come. How you are going to? So here we are going to do two important information. Please, those who are not come across AR, please stop me if you have any doubt. We are going to do two informations updation here. One, our cash and bank balance. Another one, updating of our customer balances. Two part, one debit, one credit. That's all. Combination of these two, we are going to get an entry in the relevant while we are passing a receipt in our AR module. Listen carefully. First one, unidentified. Second one, unapplied or on account. So third one, receivable. This is nothing but our customer balance update. What is our original entry? Receivable account debtor to revenue. This is in transaction window. In receipt window, you can't say always it will come receivable. Condition if the bill-wise detail it's not provided, it could be unapplied also. So stage number one, you are going to receive a check. You are going to receive a remittances or deposited check. You are receiving a straight away amount into our account. In that scenario, what stages you are going to do it in our bank account balances? Confirmed means it is very useful for check received. Through the Oracle application, remittance also to be captured, clearance also to be captured. Clearance, it's nothing but either you can run a program in AR or you can do a BRS with the help of our cash management. Remitted. Himanshi says, hey Bhaskaranji, you tell me your account, I will deposit the check into your account straight away, or I will do GPay. That means it is called remitted, deposited by the customer, either deposited check or electronic funds transfer. So in my book, I want to say whether it is realized or not. So initially it will be remitted, then after a BRS, I will get a cleared. So confirmed means we have to do two activity. Remitted means we have to do only one activity, that is called cleared. Comfortable? Straight away, you Bhaskaran, my customers and all, no bouncings. If they say advice, it is pakka. They are all genuine. I don't want to use Oracle application for confirmed, remitted and all. Straight away, I want cash account, Bhaskaran. Then it is called cleared. No such entry or a BRS you can do, but it is not going to impact any accounting entry at all. Clear? So all stage, for example, I will give you all stage entry view other than factoring. So I received a check. I don't know the customer. Later I know the customer, unidentified to unapplied. And then unapplied to receivable. Sometimes confirmed to unapplied. Sometimes confirmed to receivable. That is also possible. Then once it is deposited through Oracle application, remitted and then confirmed will be removed. Net effect for all the four, you can say remitted to receivable. Last after BRS or run a program in AR to get the cash or a cleared cash account debtor to either unavailable. Raja, very simple logic pa. Confirmed to unidentified or remitted to unidentified or cleared to unidentified or confirmed to unapplied, remitted to unapplied or cleared to unapplied, or cash account unidentified, cash account unapplied, cash account receivable. Likewise, the combination of entry it will come, which is going to default in the receipt window. That will be identified by your receipt classes and receipt method associating your bank account. Associating your bank account. So let me explain how to create. Before that, anybody can answer this. Even non-accounting background, Imanshi madam, she tried to answer. I am the happiest person. Okay, so ABC customer check. I'm using all the three. Confirmed, remitted, cash. All the three I'm using. Check received from ABC customer. Amounted 1,000. No bill wise detail. More clarity. Okay, no bill wise detail. What will be the accounting entry? Imanshi madam, can you try? Navneet, you can.
Unapplied, Bhaskaran.
Sorry?
Unapplied to receivable.
Ma, Raja, both are customer, it won't come. We are in receipt window. One part it will come from here, one part it will come from here. Check means it is confirmed, correct? Confirmed cash account data to, and then unapplied is the right answer.
Yeah.
Comfortable?
Yeah.
Our friend is there, no? Ravijan. Where is he?
What is unidentified and unapplied?
I'll come to Raja. Raja, I know. That is why I have another question. You are going to answer. Okay. Received. received USD 1000. No customer, no bill wise detail. Raja, now tell me what is the entry. So confirmed cash account debtor,
Confirmed, now unidentified.
unidentified. Got it?
Okay. No customer means unidentified.
No customer means unidentified. You know customer KNOW. Okay. Then
Okay.
you don't know bill wise detail. Then it is called unapplied. Got it?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
When the bill comes, then only which account will come? Receivable account will come into the picture. Raja, comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen. Another participant. Anybody can answer, ma'am, because I'm very poor in accounting. That's it. Okay, please. So, check deposited by ABC customer. USD $1,000. Check deposited by ABC customer USD $1,000. What is the accounting entry?
Remitted or receivable?
Remitted account debtor to
Receivable. Cash.
Appa, bill wise detail is there. Sai Garu, whether it is bill wise details are there.
Okay.
Then
Unapplied.
immediately unapplied. That's all. Correct, ma?
Okay. Yeah.
So what is the entry? Remitted cash account debtor to unapplied. Raja,
Applied.
maximum entry it will come in this area only, Raja. Clear? Right.
Yeah.
One more. Check deposited for bill number 101. Tell me what is the entry. Sai. Imanshi, you can try, Raja.
Remitted to receivable applied. Receivable applied.
Absolutely right answer, Raja. In Oracle application, fully applied will come or applied will come. That applied, it's nothing but receivable. So that means remitted cash account debtor to receivable. That is the right answer. Clear? So I understood, Raja. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, Bhaskar.
Right. Cash received from ABC customer 1000. Tell me, what is the entry?
Cleared to unapplied.
Cleared means cash only, Raja. Okay, you can simply say cash account debtor or cleared account debtor to unapplied is absolutely right answer. Madam, you said you don't know accounts. Huh? This is ridiculous. You are excellent.
You made us understand.
Is it?
Yeah.
Raja, it's the easiest way we can reach this. That's why. Got it. Himanshi, for you, I will send you one document through mail. You know mathematics very well, right? You know mathematics, right?
Yes.
You know positive and negative, correct?
Yeah.
That's all, Raja. Then you see this document. You know accounts. That's all. Just 47 pages. Sorry,
Okay.
26
Okay.
pages. That's all.
Okay.
What is this? Just this one you can buy got. Which one? I'll show you. Please make a note of it, the page number. The page number 10, you just put it somewhere, anywhere, even in your hall or a puja room or your bedroom, wherever. Just stick this. Increase means default. Decrease means ulta. That's all. You tell me any transaction, I will tell you with the help of this. I'm going to start one shop, Uma. Okay. So we are writing a books for a company, not for the individual. Correct? For company point of view, what is increasing, what is decreasing? That's all, Raja. Debit, credit. That's all.
Okay.
Understood? So assuming, Himanshi, you are starting a company called ABC. You are investing 50,000 by way of cash. What is the entry? First of all, two aspects you have to realize. What is that? One, ownership. Two, by way of cash. So cash, that company point of view, it's an asset. Owner's equity. So owner's equity increasing credit. Cash, it is increasing debit. So cash account debtor to equity. And that's all. You tell me, I will give one answer. You tell me, from the company you are paying rent advance to one particular building. So your cash is going out for 20,000. Tell me, what is the entry? Tell me two entry. What are all? One is cash, another one is rent advance. Am I right?
Yeah.
Rent advance at the time of vacating a premises, whether it will come back or not.
No.
Huh? Rent it won't come. Rent advance it will come back. Then it's an asset. Correct? So asset rent advance will be debited. Our cash will be credited. Why? Cash is decreasing 20,000. Got it? Within the 5 only, the entry will come. That is called accounting entry, Raja. Clear?
Yeah.
All the examples are here. Enjoy, Madi. Clear?
Yes.
Right. I don't want like a rule call. Debit the receiver, credit the giver, debit what comes in, credit what. These are no. Nowadays, it's like, we are in different world. So plus minus, and that's all. You can learn easily.
Bhaskaran, can you send that?
Everyone,
also?
don't worry. So I understood, right? Is it easy or not?
Background, so don't know about accounting.
Even accounts background people also can see this. What is that, right? More easy to explain to others, especially when the technical people are coming, right? It's very tough to explain to them, correct? So the technical people, especially non-accounting background, they know only one document called their bank statement, correct?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
So immediately they will say, sir, my salary got credited. You say debit means income. Credit only it's income. Ayya, this is nothing but banker's document. That is why the banker says the salary what credited to liable to pay to Himanshi. Correct, na?
Yes.
Yeah.
So their document, what is our document? That is called our books. If you realize that, ignore all the document. You just stick on your document and you design. That is called accounts. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so now we will come to our Oracle class. Okay, so this is the maximum entry. This to this or this to this or this to this. Likewise, any entry, because in real time, we are not entering like a classroom, one receipt. No, in real time, 10 receipt will come. Something it will come directly through a bank account transfer. Something we will collect the check. So which is the receipt? What type of entry it has to go? Decided by receipt classes and receipt method. Clear? Raja understood?
Yes. Yes.
So Bhaskaranji, in my company, I don't want confirmed. I don't want remitted. All are genuine. Cash. Then you can use only this method. So no need to create standard or factoring, etc. Comfortable. So that is why when you are looking for this receipt status to be defaulted, combination of 3 element, that is called receipt class. Is it clear? Combination of 3 element, that is called receipt class. What is those combination? How you are updating your customer balance, that is called creation. When you are going to deposit, either deposit by us or by customer, that is called remittance. That is called remittance. When you will get an account credited into your bank account, when the amount will be cleared directly or after a BRS, or sir, BRS can be done every day or once in a week, sir. I want the paisa whether he is realized or not, sir. Run a program in AR by automatic clearing, by matching directly. So combination of these 3, you will get these 3 status has to be defaulted. That is called one receipt class. That receipt class, we can give a name call. It is manual check. manual electronic funds transfer, automatic electronic funds transfer, credit card, funds transfer, etc., etc., etc. That is called receipt method. So one receipt class, one or multiple receipt method, each receipt method, one or bank account can be associatable. That is called receipt classes and receipt method. Clear? Clear? Clear, everyone? But as a teacher, I'm going to teach you all the three for our class. For that, so I'm going to create confirm, run a program in AR, how to get the status from remitted to cleared. So by automatic clearing. So that is topic number 1. I want to teach you factoring also. Second, confirm. Then how to do it, the remittance in Oracle application, I'm going to teach you. So confirm by matching during BRS Monday class, I will teach you how to get your Monday or Tuesday, right? Directly remitted by customer, how to do BRS. Then only we'll get a cash. Straight away we received paisa. Then directly. So this 4 I am going to show. So it will come confirmed status. We have to do 2 activity in Oracle. You will get a confirmed status. We will get a 2 activity, 1 through cash management, and then we will get the default remitted. You have to do cleared only. Cleared, no activity has to be done because already cash got completed. So for that, I'm going to do receipt classes and method. Please make a note of it. How to create. Before that, Nelmer, Eliza, Charmaine, any questions?
None so far.
Thank you. Nelmer, you are worked in all the financial module or only in AP, boss?
In AP and a little bit in general ledger.
But still you are comfortable with the AR, huh?
Yes.
Very nice. Appreciate it. Right. So manage receipt classes and method. Manage receipt classes and method. 4 I'm going to create. So click on create. So Bhaskaran confirm Raja in real time manual cache. Likewise, we will give a name for a class point of view. Confirmed AR. I'm going to select manual. What all your trainer says, creation, remittance, clearance, that is available in our Excel. Clear? So that we are going to select standard and factoring and by automatic clearing. Associate 1 or multiple receipt method. So Bhaskaran confirm AR and then receipt method. Date 1/1/24. Associating a bank. Associating a bank. Ignore that particular error. The moment if you selected bank account, all will be captured. Because your trainer, he used rapid, but you people has to enter it manually. If you want, you can take a screenshot. 0112. Otherwise, you can query my receipt. That's all. You know my number, nah? That's it. Factoring, I can use the same. Short term 2120. Earned discount, it will coming from receivable activity. It will come from receivable activity. Effective date to be changed. Any questions? Raja, many of the account it came automatically because of your trainer used to rapid, but when using like an individual task, everybody has to be captured manually. One receipt classes and method, you can associate as many bank, but one bank only you can set as a primary. Other bank you cannot set it as a primary. Save and close. Enable this checkbox and then save and close. So first receipt classes and method has been completed. Second, Bhaskaran confirmed and then CM confirmed CM by matching select here. 1 select here. And then 24 expand, associate our business unit, bank account, and then effective date. Previously, some short-term factoring came. This time I selected like only standard. So that is why only remittance account mandatory. Because when you are using confirmed, remittance and cleared are a cash mandatory. Unearned discount, unearned earned discount. Second one over. Third one I'm going to create straight away remitted. Straight away remitted CM. Remitted CM. No remittance by matching. Click on plus and then paste. 1124. Expanded or select the bank and then business unit. Now you can say confirmed its grade off. Confirmed is grade off. Why? Because we directly selected a remitted. So remitted is mandatory. And then cash account, it's mandatory. Earned discount and earned discount. Then save and close. Enable debit memo, inherit receipt number. Last one, straight away, cleared our cash. Cleared our cash. Cleared our cash. Standard, no remittance, directly, and then cleared our cash. Receipt method. 1124. Now I'm going to give straight away only cash account, but remaining and all grade off. Remaining and all grade off. So it's ready. So 2024, right? So in this case, no confirmation. It is already cleared. That's why no factoring. It is already deposited. That is why. And then receipt confirmation. So save and close. Save and close. So now I'm going to open our period. So now I just open a period. Almost we have completed all the setups. So you can open the period either in GL or in receivable accounts receivable. Task panel, manage accounting periods. Hyperlink our primary ledger. Select the first period, December 2024. Target period or next period, January 2025. That's all. Even in real time, not more than 2 period we will open. Not more than 2 period only we will open. So this is future. I just open it. We are ready, set for our transaction. We are ready, set for manual transaction. Manual transaction. Done. So now we just completed a set of parts. All are okay. Now I'm going to explain transaction after the break. So today after the break, very few topics are there. So first one, manual transaction. What is distribution? How it is coming through auto accounting? What is complete transaction? What is customer balance? I mean, transaction overview. And then customer balance. What is duplicate or single copy or recurring? And we will change the payment term and verify the due date. What is create accounting post subledger? These are all I explained already. Receivable to general ledger reconciliation. I don't know whether this is working in this particular instance. Otherwise, I can show you on Monday. And then debit memo, credit memo, and some credit transaction and transaction adjustment. So these are all I'm going to cover after the coffee break. So 15 minutes break. So transactions. So manually we can enter recurring, auto invoice, likewise. Many transactions can be entered. AP module, invoice, AR module transactions. So I'm going to explain how to enter a manual transaction with the help of the transaction type and customer which I created. How the auto accounting it's going to help us to get the either a constant or a source table, how it is going to pick and all I'm going to show you. So let me share my screen. And then first topic, only one transaction I will explain all. What is transaction balance overview, how to complete, how the accounting entries are coming with the help of auto accounting. That is the first topic. Second topic, single duplicate, how to do. Change the payment term, what all I created, and verify the due date. Even override is allowed or not, I can explain. Third topic, how to verify customer account balance. There is no default supplier account balances, I told you. So customer account balance, for that, this is owned by SBase. We have to push two programs that is purely related to only transaction balances or customer balances. Similarly, for receivable to general ledger reconciliation, again perform receivable to general ledger program first and then navigation second. Then after that, I'm going to explain debit memo with or without memo line, credit memo with memo line, etc. Suitably, if you want to modify your auto accounting, that is also possible. So modify auto accounting to transaction type for company, department, and account. Then what is credit memo and then what is credit transaction? Both I will teach you. Then finally, transaction adjustment. This is our agenda for our today. Monday, I'm going to explain some of the other transactions and then receipts and close period. Tuesday morning, I'm going to explain cash management. Afternoon, I'm going to start fixed assets. So as per agenda, even I can include some topic. I'm pretty much comfortable for explaining many concepts. If you have any concerns, you can tell me. Accordingly, we will change. So what are all the bold which is not discussed, but I'm just including because of you are all so much experience. It is very useful in real time. So now I will move on to our first topic for our class. First topic for our class. Receivable and then billing. Receivable and then billing. Instead of all business unit, I will select my business unit. All it will vanish. Task panel, it will be cleared. Create transaction now, credit transaction later. So create transaction. Create transaction. So transaction source, I told you only 3 transaction classification we can directly enter: invoice, debit memo, and credit memo. What is credit transaction? I will explain later. Source, which I created manual. Invoice transaction type, it will come automatically. Date, today's date, no problem. Bill to customer, I can select here. The site, it will come automatically. If not, you have to select your verify what is our set assignment related to our customer account site has to be verified. Allow customer, payment term override enable, we can change the payment term. Otherwise, you can't change the payment term other than our default payment term. So now I'm going to enter interview question. How we can enter the line for our AR manual transaction, which is mandatory if they ask. Description is mandatory. Item or memo line, it is definitely not mandatory. So either with the help of item or with the help of memo line, or we can type like a free form, you can enter our invoice lines under AR module, which is mandatory description. So let me select memo line desktop first. So 4 into 1000. Laptop second. 2. And then you can say server. It is 1. Server, it is 1. It is 1. 4 into 1000. Then totally 8000. Then one more I'm going to select. Software support 1 into 500. 1 into 500. This I will change it to 3. Let me click on save first. 9750 will come. 9750 will come. 9750 will come. 3 and 1 and 1. All these I have took it from either from item or from memo line. Memo line or item, it's nothing but standard line. Standard line. Standard line with respect to our auto accounting rule. Standard line with respect to our auto accounting rule. So instead of this, I can change it to this. Right. It is 10,000. The moment if you save, the tax it will calculate automatically. Whereas in AP module, either calculate tax or validation has to be completed. Freight can be entered either header level for all the 4, or a specific line also possible. For that, either you can click on edit freight here, or you can click on this pencil icon, edit, one and the same. So I'm going to enter like a DHL, referred by Bhaskaran, date, today's date. For entire transaction means header. For individual transaction line, you can choose the line like, desktop and server I want. Desktop I want 100, and then server it is 150 for our class. For our class. So totally freight charges for a class I just captured 11,250 is our total amount. Any questions? So initially the status after click on save incomplete. After a save, the action button becomes edit distribution. After a save, your action, it's nothing but edit distribution. So for Bhaskaran, this company code, it's coming from where? Transaction type. This is coming from customer side. This is coming from your memo line. This is your memo line as far as revenue is concerned. So some more other revenue also here. So flexible revenue plus flexible information, if you are looking for, you can click on edit. Sometimes it becomes blank. Some of the account become blank, especially for training instance. Reason, during the time somebody, if they are doing any deployment regarding your chart of account, then it won't pick any account code here. In that circumstances, you have to capture this manually. Otherwise, it won't allow us to complete. It won't allow us to complete. It will simply says some of the code combination is missing. The transaction number, it's coming from transaction source. This is an hyperlink capability, similar like our AP. It is completed, not accounted, not transferred, not received, like a not printed, etc. Clear? Clear, everyone? Super. So when you click on view image, we use like a total tax as a default bill presentment architecture kind of an images for our training. So that I'm going to take it like, 4-line, 1 freight charges, and the logo we are using as a vision, that it will come like our images. If you want to change this, we can use through the BPA with the help of technical people. We can very well select. Clear, everyone? Clear, everyone? So you can very well take a printout. Some company, what they are doing, right? They are changing the company logo, or they are giving a blank and they are using like a letterhead also possible. Depends. So completion means your accounting entry has to be completed, I told you. Next, I'm going to explain what is our create accounting. Listen, in AP module validation, there is a concurrent program given by Oracle. For AR module, there is no concurrent program for complete. So manually, we have to change it from incomplete to complete. If this is not dispatched yet, then you can do incomplete, do the changes and complete and send it to your customer possible. Customer possible. So now I'm going to explain what is our accounting entry. Initially, after a save, action becomes edit distribution. After a complete action means you can use credit transaction, manage adjustment, review installment. What is review installment? I will come back one by one later. Now I will go to review distribution. So review distribution, it is nothing but the distribution. What is the auto accounting? It will come automatically in push that accounting information to our distribution window. What we are changing, this is the highest at the time of your completing our create accounting. Here also same accounting, either a draft or a post to ledger is there. Through the scheduled process, all the 4 are there. Draft, final, transferred to GL, unposted, and then post to GL. Likewise, 4 options are available only in concurrent window or a scheduled process window, whereas in the action window, similar like AP module, only draft and post to GLs are very well available. Very well available. So we can very well see the accounting. Then click on view accounting. It will give you receivable account data to 4 different revenue and then 1 freight charges and then 1 tax. Next to 1, it is called our view balance detail. This will give you like a transaction balance overview for this particular transaction. What is our item cost? What is our tax cost? What is our freight cost? Whether we received, what is the quantum for which classification? Whether credit memo got applied? Whether refund has been initiated? Whether bad debts got associated? Whether our bills receivable got assigned? Likewise, we can do many kind of a story of our transaction overview. Now, if I want to transfer to GL, we can do like, post to ledger. This is transfer to GL. Now, which is not editable. So now I want to do some 4 copies of same invoice with the same date 4 times. Action, duplicate, And then that transaction number, it's a bug in our training instance. No panic. Initially 100 has come. Second 101, 102 has to come. Sometimes 1100 will come. Don't worry. It is instance packed because of our training instance. 101. Again, review and complete. Same amount. Action, duplicate. Complete and review. Action, duplicate. Complete and review. Action, duplicate. Bhaskaran, you said some kind of a bug. Okay, I will show you in different place. So, manage transactions. Manage transaction. Manage transactions. Search for all the 4 transactions. Now duplicate from our search window. Complete and close. Luckily, it's working fine. All the 5 transactions are ready. Now, the first transaction to verify what is the due date. So review installments, it will give you, because of the immediate payment term, it has come like the day itself it is due. We can change possible because allow override we enable. Second transaction, I'm going to edit. Instead of immediate without discount, I will change it to with the discount, save and close. Discount at the moment, there is no impact. During our receipt only, it is going to impact. 1 or 2, 30 days payment term, I'm going to select, which I created. With or without discount. With or without discount. Now, for 102, you can see your review installment. 30 days is the due. Due date derived by the system. The status is open. Still, we have not received the payment. 1 or 3, I can use immediate without discount. No changes. Same February due date. 1 or 4, installment payment term. So 25 is to 35 is to 40. 25 is to 35 is to 40. It will apportion automatically. So likewise, so what all the topic completed now? Number 1, manual transaction. Number 2, how the account code it is came from with the help of either a constant or a source table through the auto accounting to the distribution window. Transaction overview over. 4 copies over. How to change the payment term, why it is allowed, because of allow payment terms override at the time of customer site level, we enabled it. Customer account balance, I'm going to explain now. Customer account balance, I'm going to explain now, which is owned by S-based database as far as Fusion application is concerned. So if you see what is our calculation, you can say 11,250 into 5, it is called 56,250. So let me click on customer account balance straight away. It's equal to, change it to start with. And then search. No result found, it will come. Because what all we completed, Raja, listen, in AP module, validated, allowed for supplier balance. In AR module, completed, it is allowed for customer balance. But unfortunately, what all we are completed, it will reflected only in our Oracle database, which is not available in our S-based database. For that, we have to do some kind of setups. So tell your end users, if you want to verify your customer account balance, we have to do one after another. Listen, don't run this program straight away. First, you have to run receivable transaction, process receivable transaction for customer account summaries. Then auto populate, we have to do refresh receivable transaction account, customer account summaries. Then only it will affect our balance. Then only it will affect our balances. Then only it will affect our balances. So all are 11,250. But this program nowhere connected to receivable to general ledger connection. So this particular program only for updation of our customer account balance. This particular program, it is purely related to our receivable to general ledger reconciliation program. So let me run this program first because it's not come here. So go back to our Springboard, or I can connect from here. I can connect from here. Let me log out from here and then log in. But don't worry, it is instance level. So A00.emp and then enter the password. Raja, try to complete. If time permits, if you want to do practice, you can do it. Any issues, you can message me or mail me. Even I will talk to my server guy and I will update you. Scheduled new process. Schedule new process. Process receivable transaction for customer account summaries. No parameter. Even you can schedule this program. Possible. Next. Another program. Instead of process, it is refresh. Auto populate summary table. Migrated what we pushed. One after another, it is not parallel, it is sequential. Ensure this has to be completed. So any latest balance, if you are looking for, this pushing has to be done. Otherwise, last push, what was the balance, that will be auto populate or updated in our S-based database. Now I can search here. It will show you 56,250. Any questions? Any questions, participant? Sai? Imanshi? No. So now the question I'm going to ask. Manage transactions. Search for the transaction. Duplicate, same. Complete and close. What will be the customer account balance now? Anyone?
Same as previous.
Wow. Why?
Because it's only we have to run again that prepare and
That's all, Raja. You passed the test. This 11,250, which we have not pushed. So what was the last to push? That is the balance which is available. 56,750 is the right answer. Raja, clear? Sai. Amazing, Raja. Imanshi, Vidhi, all are understood, ma?
Yes.
Super. Now I'm going to do like a reconciliation from receivable to general ledger. So it is owned by our respective S-based database. For that, we have to run one program. The program name, what we did for our AP, similar type, but instead of payable, we are going to select receivable. So prepare receivable to general ledger reconciliation. So Bhaskaran ARRUQ 01. period January 2025. Category and all we already discussed elaborately, and then submit. Now the question, what is the balances in GL? What is the balances in AP? I mean AR. Anyone? What is the difference in AR? Anyone?
The one accounted will be in G.
That is 10,000, 11,250. Okay, agreed. Next. Imanshi. In AR, I'll give a choice. 56,250 or 67,500. Which one? See, nowadays MCQ
We
pattern.
have run again.
Sorry? Pratyusha.
I think they are not accounted. In AR, like 67,000.
Raja, very simple, ma.
500.
Yeah.
For a reconciliation, accounted or unaccounted, that is one part.
Yeah.
Completed, allowed to get into this window. Got it? Especially in this column.
Yeah.
How many invoices are completed? Right. My question, previously 5 invoice. Before our customer account balance, I added one more 105. Correct? 6
Yes.
invoice.
Yes.
So my question, during our reconciliation, now only I'm pushing the info. Correct?
Yeah.
So 11,250 totally correct, because only one I post to GL. Correct? Na? Agreed.
Yes.
Whether 56,250 or 67,500.
67,000.
Absolutely right answer. Can you tell me why? See, customer account balance after 56,250, again one more push we did, but together only one push we did for reconciliation. The latest push, which include the 5th invoice. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
That is why 67,500 is the right answer. So this is how we have to educate our end user when they are looking for like a triggering answer. Raja, comfortable?
Yeah.
Super. Now I will go to receivable and then accounts receivable. Receivable, accounts receivable. Task panel and then reconciliation. Task panel, reconciliation. It has to come 67,500 and 11,250. The difference, it will goes to 56,250 because it is completed, which is not accounted or transferred to GL. So the next topic I'm going to explain. So duplicate Oracle they have given like this. So next topic I'm going to explain like, debit memo. Recurring I will explain on Monday. So debit memo and credit memo. Debit memo, it is positive sign. Debit memo, it is positive sign. I told you, right? There is some issue in our S-based database. I already raised the ticket. Otherwise, I can show you this topic in my another instance. So also I told you, I want to modify my transaction type to others also possible. But if you want, you can do that. Otherwise, optional. So debit memo or credit memo. Debit memo, what all after the invoices has been sent. For example, I'm a dealer for appliances. So television has been sold by Bhaskaran to one of the customer. The customer insisted, sir, the transporter is asking extra paisa. Do one thing, you build it, you collect me, you can pay to them. Then I told my customer, Bhaiya, it is 250. Notionally, I will put. Maybe it is 350 or a 200. I will adjust later, or I will give a refund, or I will collect extra. Don't pay anything to our transporter. Once the invoice copy got sent to the customer, if you are going to increase or decreasing your customer balance or the bill amount, we can use debit memo and the credit memo. Debit memo, it is a positive sign. It will increase your customer balance. Credit memo, it's a negative sign. It will decrease or reduce your customer balance. So now I'm going to explain what is the prerequisite for debit memo. Original transaction should be there. Yes, we have 6. Second, we should have transaction type. Yes, that is also created by your trainer before lunch. 3, either we can use a memo line or a free form directly to record your debit memo or a credit memo. You can use debit memo or a credit memo. How to record this? So what is the difference? Which is the best practice? I'm going to explain. So first topic, debit memo without memo line. What is the difference? Go to receivable and then billing. Receivable and then billing. Raja, so far you are all comfortable, right? No problem, right? Right. Thanks. So create transaction. Debit memo. Select my source. I am using only one source, I told you. Type. Let me select Bhaskaran debit memo. Bill to is mandatory. Ship to is optional. If you capture, no problem. Without a memo line, I'm going to select difference in freight charges. One into 100 I can put. Issue number 1. The moment if I say save, this will be considered as a line. For that, it will calculate tax also, even though it's a difference in freight. When you click on edit distribution, the natural account will be blank. Check it out. Natural account will be blank. Why? Because so we are selected as a standard line. The standard line, it's nothing but either the item or the memo line, other than if you are using any method. So we have to type it manually. So we have to type manually. So likewise, so these are all disadvantage when we are using like, free form without a memo line. Without a memo line. So another question also coming. Hey, Bhaskaran, straight away you can type edit freight na. Without a line, there is no freight. Without a line, there is no freight. Why? Because freight, it's a dependency kind of an income. Without a line, we can't capture a freight. That is why I'm going to create another one. So another one that is called with the memo line. With the memo line. Entry point of view, there is no problem. So debit memo, I'm going to select. Bhaskaran tab. Bhaskaran tab. Bhaskaran tab. So now I told you straight away if you click, it will shout when you click on save. After selecting a line, edit freight is allowed. Let me select like, difference in freight. It is 0, but it is grade of, it is captured. So what is Oracle says, you are illusionally creating a dummy line. Then if you click on edit freight, it will accept. Raja, comfortable? Now, advantage number 1. It goes to the freight classification. Advantage number 2. No tax has been calculated. Advantage number 3. the respective account code, it is inherited from the relevant table. So this is how with the memo line is always best practice for if we are using sourced table for like especially standard line in real time. Any questions related to this particular topic? Participant? Participant, is there any questions? Sai? Nelmer? Pavni? So the next topic I'm going to explain. Next topic I'm going to explain, that is called credit memo. Next one, credit memo means like an invoice, create transaction, credit memo. Then credit transaction, both I'm going to explain one after another. And then the last topic called transaction adjustment. Last topic called transaction adjustment. Listen carefully. So I'm going to explain now. So first one, we created a transaction type already. So create transaction with or without memo line, we can very well use. With or without memo line, we can very well use. So we can use negative sign, what we specified at the time of defining our transaction type window. So transaction type selected. Cross reference, if you want, you can specify. Bill to customer selected. Ship to no. Memo line or a free form, you can very well use. So again, I can select like a memo line with respect to our freight charges. So 250 I can select. Example, minus 250 I can select. And then save it. And then save it. Now I want to duplicate it to for our class. So duplication is allowed whether it is an invoice or a credit memo. Very well possible. Very well possible. Very well possible. Very well possible. So manage transactions. Search for transaction. If you see that, so 2 credit memos are there. 2 credit memos are there. Even you can create one more duplicate also possible. Method number 1. So the customer has to pay. Customer has to pay 11,250 one invoice, for example 100. Credit memo, you can say minus 250. When at the time of receipt, the customer pays 11,000, we can take these two. And then you can net it out. This is method number 1. Method number 2, hey Bhaskaran, this credit memo for this transaction. Do one thing, change the due balance from 11,000 and apply this credit memo to the transaction. The due to that extent, it has to be reduced. So you can do it immediately. So that is called credit memo, apply against invoice. Next topic. There is no invoices are there. Customer is paid the invoice. Now I raise the credit memo. The customer is requested for refund. Refund can be done either from transaction or from the receipt window. Either from transaction or from the receipt window. Or from the receipt window. So these 2 topics I'm going to conclude now first. For that, I will go to my receivable accounts receivable. It's not a mandatory. The feature is there. So go to our credit memo application. Manage credit memo application. Select the business unit from the list of value. Select the date as far as our class. Just to save, those 3 credit memo, it will come here. Those 3 credit memo, it will come here. First credit memo, I can retain as it is. Second credit memo, let me click on pencil icon. Anyone, select the bill for which bill you are going to reduce this 250. That you can search. 11,250 is the balance. Now it will be reduced to 11,000. The credit memo due becomes 0. This particular transaction due becomes 11,000. This is called credit memo apply against the transaction. To that extent of the due balance, it will be reduced. Next topic, how to refund this credit memo amount to our respective customer. For that, the first prerequisite. Make a note of it. Very, very interesting topic. So, refund. So, receivable activity for a refund to be completed. Approval limit, we have set it for up to 1,000. Ready. AR and AP and GL period should open, because we are requesting AP Wala to make a payment of this 250, assuming we don't have any transaction to apply. Then number 4, very, very important, in the AP module, or there is a setup called manage invoice options. Manage invoice options. There is a setup called payment request. Payment request, the proper payment term, and many of the information we have to set it here. If we are set, we can very well do this particular topic from either from receipt or from the transaction via credit memo. So manage transaction. Let me navigate. Search for my transaction. So if you take 109, before getting to this topic, I will show you. So it is 0. For 100, if you see balance, it is 250 got reduced because of we are applied credit memo. Now issue a refund. For that, we are supposed to navigate to our receivable and then receipts, accounts receivable. Click on manage credit memo application. So second one becomes 0. Third one, I can issue a refund. The customer account it's taken. Customer site I selected. If the amount it's not coming automatically, you don't have an approval limit. That's the meaning. So remaining parameter it will take which payment method you are going to use, check or electronic, that has to be selected here, and then okay, and then some, and then click on okay. If you research the second amount 0, similarly the third amount also 0. Now I will navigate to our invoice workbench. Refresh here. The 250 got generated for customer. It's not a supplier. It's considered as a party or a payee. Party or a payee. With validated status, we don't have a rights to delete. This has come from our manage invoice options. So the entry will be for a refund. What is the accounting entry? For refund, what is the accounting entry? Freight account to receivable, ulta. In AR, receivable to receivable activity clearing account. In AP, receivable activity, what is the code we have given, that will be debited. This common option, it will come, that supplier liability, the net entry, what will happen? Freight to liability. Likewise, so we can enjoy our refund even in credit memo transactions possible. Any questions? Any questions? Participant, you are all okay, right? Vidhi? Abhijan? Pratyusha? You mentioned?
Bhaskar.
Yes,
Okay.
Bhaskar.
Okay, ma. Raja, if you quiet, I feel in either way. And that's why. The next one I'm going to explain like a credit transaction. Sir, credit memo or credit transaction, what is the difference? So credit transaction is nothing but it can be do two method. Method number one, you can go to credit transaction, search for transaction number, then we can do our credit transaction. So it is like a dual. We are raising a credit memo, we are applying to the transaction immediately. We are going to reduce a credit to our receivable account. That is why it is called credit transaction. So system will create and apply immediately. So for example, in AP module, there is a cancellation topics are there. Or you are using AR module, I don't have any inventory. There is a return is coming. So go to our specific credit line, which is the item we are getting like a sales return. One desktop got returned. Example. So -1 and then save and close. So specific line rejection possible. What will happen? System will create a credit memo and apply to the transaction 101. That is why it is called credit transaction with the specific credit line. Topic number 1. Any questions? Then what will happen? The 101 transaction balance 11,250 to the extent of 1,100, it will reduce. Now the balance 10,150. Any questions? Method number 1. In AP, we have a cancelled topics are there. In AR, there is no cancellation of topic. So in that circumstances, so Oracle they have given. So in credit transaction, I will show you another method, right? Manage transaction. Now I can take 1 or 2 action credit transaction. One and the same. Now select our transaction type. Bhaskaranji, duplicated. I've created 2 invoices. One is duplicated. So you want to select each line -4 item, -2, -3. If I have a 200 line, I have to give a negative. Instead of Oracle, they have given entire credit balance wipe off. It will create as many line in the ulta sign. Now your 1 or 2 also 0, credit memo also 0. That is called credit memo applied to the transaction equivalent to 0. That is called cancellation. Clear? Navneet, Pavni, all are clear?
Yes.
Third, again, transaction number 103, I can use again credit transaction. So you can apply with or without a tax some notional amount or a percentage -500. Example, then it will ask you to enter a transaction type first. Either a percentage or like an amount we can enter with the tax, without a tax, with the freight, without a freight, you can do. This is called notional amount. We can go for our credit memo applied to the transaction, credit to the transaction. If we are using installment payment term, then we can use FIFO, LIFO, prorate. What is the meaning of FIFO? The $1,000 to be reduced to the first installment or like a second installment, etc. First installment or second installment, I mean last installment or prorate. So you can say FIFO or LIFO or a prorate. Likewise, we can very well do this particular topic possible. That is why this is very powerful in our AR module. So your trainer, he completed our credit memo topic in several method. Number one, with or without a memo line. Number two, duplicate like a 2 copies. One for apply against transaction to reduce our original invoice. Second one, it is credit memo refund via AR to AP. Next one, credit transaction specific line, credit balance, line or tax or freight, split term FIFO, LIFO. For that, we have to use installment payment term. Otherwise, it won't work. So, last topic I'm going to explain. Last topic I'm going to explain, that is called like a adjustment with the document to reduce your customer balance, to increase your customer balance. That is called debit memo. Without a document, if you are going to decrease your customer balance, that is called transaction adjustment. Adjustment, it is a neutral window, either from transaction or from receipt. We can very well reach here. How to enter an adjustment? For that, we have some prerequisite. Number one, we should have like, receivable activity. Number two, approval limit. What is receivable activity? Whether it is a bad debts or a small amount or XYZ, that has to specify. Approval limit. Third one, original transaction, it is required. So receivable activity, even most of the company, they never perform like a transaction level adjustment. They will always do it in our receipt window. Why? Because during a receipt only, we know this is it, the remaining balance, it won't come. But some particular customer, particular invoice, if they sent a mail related to a particular transaction, they can't pay. Say, hey, boss, we already discussed that freight charges I can't pay. Please remove it. Then in that circumstances, we can go for this transaction adjustment. Otherwise, optional. All right. So now how to do this topic? Very simple. So let me navigate to manage transactions. So manage transactions. 105, it's my transaction. Action, you can say manage adjustments. Select up to 500. I will repeat, we have an approval limit. More than 500, it is pending adjustment. My superior or overall having more than 500 approval limit, they can approve it. So Bhaskaran is going to select bad debts. Adjustment, it is line or a freight. You have to choose properly. Other than if you select invoice, you can't edit the amount. We don't have a limits also. So freight means freight or charges means charges. If I say 600, I told you it is pending adjustments. Now I can say 200. Example. Then account code will come. Either you can accept or overridden and then submit. It becomes approved. It becomes approved. Why? Because we have a limit up to 500. The entry for this particular process. So the entry for this particular process, receivable will be credited. That 7730, that will be debited. 7730 will be debited. Bad debts account debtor to receivable. Now, how much we supposed to receive from customer for this invoice? Anyone? How much we supposed to receive from this particular invoice from my customer? So it is not 11,250. It is nothing but 11,050. So this is how the transaction adjustment it will come. So with the document, it is credit memo to reduce your customer balance. Without a document, approval level, through the management level, we are doing tijik. That is called transaction adjustment. So this is how I completed our today's topic. Is there any questions?
No, Bhaskaran.
So thank you very much. We will meet 9:45 to 10 o'clock on Monday. We'll go for small recapping and we will proceed with our further transaction and receipt. Enjoy your weekend. See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
Bhaskaran.
you.
Thank you all.
Take care.